destroyed our brethren in that hole.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today on Colosseum, it's going to be Stork versus Action in an incredible ZVP for you today. It's another RJB replay. Top right, it's going to be our green Zerg player. It is Action. And in the bottom left, it's going to be Stork. So, Stork is a great Protoss player. He does struggle sometimes against Zerg, so we'll see if Action can handle him today. Action is the macro Zerg. But if you do macro every single game, then everybody knows what you're doing. So let's go ahead and see what his strategy is here today on Colosseum. I haven't cast a map, or a game on this map, for a while now. It is an older map. And it's got a little bit of a neutral sunken here. For, I don't know, I feel like it's for maybe sunken rushing or defending somebody who's trying to wall you in as a Zerg player. It's a 4-player map, right? So spawns here and here and here and here, and every single expansion here has gas, and there's a lot of high ground all over the place, and we will have to see how that factors into this match. So it's going to be a gateway first opening here from Stork. So we've got a little bit of some zealots in the future here from Action. But this little high ground expansion is very, very easy to take. So yeah, we're going to go hatch first here from Action. And gateway expand? Yes, yes indeed. Probe scouting, but we don't know. We do not know if it's a pool first play here yet from Action. Stork's worried about it. Yep, hatch first. Drone scouting. Probe says, come on, 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 come on. Ah, so either this is a fairly early drone scout and Action is in the bottom right, but nope, there's the Overlord. So we know that he is in the top right. And yeah, it's not a pool first play. So Stork says, okay, I can expand. So send the Zealot across the map, cross spawn to harass and save up the minerals for a gateway expand timing. Yes. Yes, indeed. Anyway, hit that like button if you're excited to see what's going to go on here in this ZVP from Stork and Action. And subscribe. Trying to get to 100,000 subs in 2024. So this Zealot is named Robert the Zealot. Robert the Zealot t-shirts and mugs at falconpaladin.store. Zealot says, these are lings. I know they are lings. So let's go ahead and see how many drones I can kill before... Ah! One drone down. That was pretty much my goal, says Robert. But maybe. Oh, good job pulling the drone away. No, 2 drones. All right, Stork, getting off to an excellent start here. The Zealot got 2 drones before he went down. And blocking the 3rd hatch with a probe. Oh, man. So Stork is feeling it today. He ate his Wheaties. Blocking it with a pylon when there are lings out. Just delaying it a little bit longer. Tiny bit longer. Every little bit helps, says Stork. And very good. We've got a cannon coming up. Maybe cybernetics core here to help block the cannon. But the lings are not interested in rushing down there and trying to kill the Protoss player. Looking for proxies, looking for zealots like this one. Surround him. I have enough links to surround him. Oh my gosh, they are so slippery. I know I say that every single time this happens, but okay. So helping the Sunken Colony helped there. Helped to pin the Zealot into one place so that the lings could kill him. And there we go. Cybernetics core, not here, just walling off with Zealots. That is not a wall. I don't feel like, but maybe it is. Protoss players know how to wall better than I do. And as soon as the cybernetics core comes down, we will see, I'm going to say, a Stargate. Hooray! Ooh, macro hatch. Before anything else. Not a lair. Not a hydralisk den. A macro hatch. Oh, we did get speed too. I'm wondering if this is like an attempted ling flood or something. What is going on? I don't know. I like the cannon on the high ground though. We're a little bit worried about ling pressure here from action because again, macro Zerg. Sometimes he's not. Sometimes he's not a macro Zerg. Sometimes he's just going to go like a 4-hatch ling flood your butt. There is a Hydra Den coming in though. So like a Hydra ling pressure attempt here. There is a Stargate as predicted. Got ourselves a Citadel too. Might as well get one of those. It's going to be a creep. That's another macro hatch. Okay, so maybe he is macroing. Maybe we're just going super, super Hydroling macro with, my goodness, 3 bases, 2 macro hatches, and a partridge in a pear tree. Going for +1 air weapons for ye old, well, we're assuming that there's going to be a lot of Corsairs because there's one on the way. Pretty early Templar Archives here, too. I like it, man. Templar Archives, and you're dealing with a lot of Hydroling, is how you want to do this thing. Additionally, though, you definitely want Storm for whatever you're doing. So Lings are just here to see if there's any kind of an aggression popping out his way. Finally, a lair's coming in. Evolution Chamber popping in here, too. Corsair comes in for the scout and says, what's going on with you? Let's get another scout off. Sees the Hydra Den. Sees the second base is up and running. No real surprise there. Third base up and running. No real surprise there either. Oh my gosh, another macro hatch. Holy cannoli, the macro hatch. So, goodness. 3 macro hatches on 3 total bases is a humongous percentage increase. Oh, a DT's out. That's what the Templar Archives was for. It was for DT, not as much for Storm, at least not yet. Not that we can't. He got a DT out before he got leg enhancements for his Zealots. This is a weird game, man. All the macro hatches here from action. We got, DT's out early. It's Corsair DT on the open. Are you kidding me? There are no Overlords in the main, but there are Overlords covering this area. But sneaking in the back way, there's Overlords here too. He knows there's DTs because the DTs totally killed. I think he messed up the stutter step micro there. I really do. Because the DTs killed a couple of his Lings out here at the front, right? So he knows there's DTs. I think he could have killed that DT with a better attack, move maneuver there. But again, who am I to tell action how to play? Storm is on the way. Spire coming in. Corsairs trying not to die to Hydralisks. Just being on the move is a good way to prevent that. And then during all this aggression, maybe going to go for a third base. Ooh, no, there's no way this probe dies. There's no way this probe dies. Yeah, too many zealot bros in there defending their little friend buddy. So the Hydras are like, well, hang on a second. If you made a DT, maybe you're delaying Storm. And he did delay Storm a little bit, but Storm is just about done. Plus there's speed lots to delay here too. So, this is not any kind of a Hydra bus timing whatsoever. It's just, pressure in, maybe reading the game a little bit. Oh my gosh, getting a cancel. Okay, so there's not a Nexus to actually cancel here. It's not actually coming up yet. Zealots with speed, with the +1, causing all sorts of problems. Overlord's here to maybe defend against potential DT stuff, but this Zealot micro, oof. That was good. It was way too many Zealots for these Hydras regardless, right? They were not going to win that fight. You want some Lurkers with you. At the very least, you want some Zerglings with you if you're fighting this many speed lots. And they decide to continue across the map here very, very aggressively. Observatory on the way. Hydra Ball, big. But again, there's not anything supporting these guys. You just need a lot of Hydras, and there we go. Like 20 more Hydras show up. That'll do. That'll clear it out. The Zealots know that they have met their match here. These guys are still fighting, though. Still broing it up. 3 kills on that one Zealot. That's 3 Hydras, man. That is not 3 Lings on him, probably. And then Zealots bust into the third base. No Sunkens. Falcon is enraged. You must have Sunkens. Okay. Then the fighters show up to say that a one drone does get sniped, but come on. Every drone matters here for action. It's at 37 workers. Oh, this guy with 2 kills and 2 HP. Okay, he's super dead, but that's okay. Third base, warp it in now from Stork, maybe a little bit later than he wants to. Singularity charge is on the way. He's like, I'm expecting lurkers, so I want to have some Dragoons out, but this is a trick. Action is not actually going for lurkers at all. He's going, it is a Hydra Bust effectively. I mean, like a 10-minute Hydra Bust after Storm's already done for a long time. But still, he's trying to go mass Hydra here with Muta support. Okay, action, switching it up a little bit. I like it. So, all of the Hydras in the known world with +1 attack. The only answer to this is going to be the Storm, and there it is. See, what do I always say? What do I always say? If Storm didn't exist, Mass Hydra would win every game of ZVP known to man. There'd be nothing Protoss could do against Mass Hydra. Speedlots can only do so much. Dragoons can only do so much. Right? Hydras kill everything else super easily. So that's why you have to have the Storm. So is Storm a little bit overtuned, maybe? Is it a little bit too good? Well, I don't know, because considering Sulky won the last 2 ASLs, I can't say that it is. Because if Sulky can win 2 ASLs in a row, Storm cannot be overpowered. That's how I believe. That's how I measure things. Anywho, I'm still waiting. Any sign of a lurker aspect upgrade from our guy? I mean, not really, no. Interesting. I mean, the lurkers do provide a lot of value, but his gas is going into these mutas as predicted here and as seen in the production tab. Corsair count is heavy enough, and they do have the +1, but there's only 3 of them. I don't know. You know, are we still making Corsairs here? Production tab says yes. We're back into Corsair production. Muta's decided to back it out for now. Killed a couple workers. It's 48 to 42 workers. Protoss is up. Stork's macro is feeling fancy free right now. Got ourselves Queen's Nest on the way. So every Zerg player watching this is like, oh, thank goodness. He's not just trying to stick on Hydra Muta forever. He is getting a Queen's Nest. He's probably going to go into Hive here. We're going to start seeing some Defilers because, again, casters will defeat non-caster armies the vast majority of the time. So let's see how this works out for our guy here. Pow. Pow, pow, pow. Yeah, Corsairs, get that splash damage. Get in there. Get him. Get him. Any attack upgrades? No. No attack or armor upgrades at all. Zealots on the unload here, going after the Spire. They are not getting it. Hiders are in position to keep this thing alive, no problem. Nice little special tactics there with the shuttle sneaking up that right side. I think this Overlord probably spotted it, which is why the Hydras are in position to save this thing before it took too much damage. Yeah, it's still at about 50% HP, which is not ideal, but that'll come back over time. Lurker aspect finally coming in at about 13 minutes. So what in the name of Fergus McDootson? Going for 13-minute lair tech. Mutas are like, can we snipe those High Templar? That's the plan, right? At this point, you're not winning with the Mutalisks in straight-up engagements at all. You're winning with Mutalisks by sniping High Templar, and then the Hydras and Lurkers come in and clear everything else out. That's got to be the plan right now. Additionally, going to a Hive, right? Buying some time to get Plague out, Dark Swarm especially, with all the Dragoons that are on the map because of all the Mutas that are on the map. So kind of forcing Stork down a specific path, and then countering that path, potentially. I don't know. Carapace is coming in. I like that, yeah, we're not forcing anything here. Action's like, I really don't have to attack into this entrenched Protoss position. I've got 4 bases. I'm out macroing the Protoss player. When I get up to 65 workers, it gets really scary for Toss and Terran. Expanding here at this point would probably be a fine idea. There is a shuttle up here scouting this location. So maybe kill the shuttle and then expand up there, and then Stork will think there's nothing going on. It's harder to prevent these Corsairs from scouting all the things, though, right? Oh, look at these Zerglings, man. 0-0 lings, and with Adrenal on the way, as is tradition in the current meta. They see that? They don't see that. Oh my gosh, they don't see that. That's insane. That's absolutely bonkers they don't see this. It is incredibly close This shuttle, I don't know if it's trying to get spotted. Lings don't have Adrenal yet, and you're 0-0. Don't fight these. Don't fight these +2 Zealots. Get out of here. Come on. The pylon lives out of sheer luck there. That's nuts. Stork decides it's time to move out. I smell the fact that the hive is done. Adrenal is complete. Defiler Mound is here. Consume is not being researched, which I'm concerned about. Empty shuttle is empty, but my goodness, does it pull a lot of Action's army over here. Yeah, +2 lots, maybe going for an attack there, but there are lurkers galore at that base now, and hiders and lurkers and sunkens at this base now, and yeah, Stork's checking to make sure there's not a base down this way. Already checked to see if there's a base up here, and warping in his own 4th base up the left side. So yeah, I think Stork's doing fine. Consume's not getting researched. Did it come in like... I totally missed it. Oh, did he lurker trap that? I think he lurker trapped that. That was crazy. Wow, he waited. Pretty sure he waited till the Zealots got there and then sprung the trap. These guys are not lurker trapped. And there's a ton of Dragoons. The Lings, 0-0 Adrenal Lings to the rescue. Oh, they all got stormed to death. Not that having upgrades would have saved them from that fate. No. Man, lurkers up, lurkers strong. Mutas? Are there enough mutas to take down that many cannons? Oh, with +1 Carapace? Maybe. Maybe yes, but then the Corsairs were hot on their tail and they knew it. Action is expanding, top left. Corsairs trying to be active. Ooh, one took Scourge right to the face. Ooh, another one died. Okay, so the Corsairs have stopped microing, which means they've accepted their fate and they're going to die. They did a bunch of damage to the 11 Mutalisks. They're bruised up more than they would have been otherwise, but... Archon shots on those mutas. Okay. Yeah, that was dicey. Trying to force your way up a ramp is really dangerous. If you're a Protoss player, when there are lurkers and hydras up there, no sunkens up there, but lurkers do continue to walk in. Trying to plant right in storms, are you? I don't know about that. This is beautiful from Stork. He is crushing up here like he owns this base. A bunch of units are trying to come and reinforce this position, but my goodness. The storms are good. The Dragoons are good. There is no Dark Storm. Consume is just now finishing, and an Arbiter Tribunal's on the way. No, the Muta's trying to... They picked off the Obs. That was a giant pick-off there. Okay, so now the Lurkers can't get target fire directly, but if they unburrow... Oh, Dark Storm just pops in. Holy smokes. Oh, never mind. Stork does not care about your Dark Storm. He just marches right in there with his slots. With his Archons. Sure, the Dragoons aren't accomplishing a lot here. No, actually, everybody gets the memo to get on out. Too many lurkers. Not good. Not good for us. Trying to expand over that way? Maybe. Thinking about it. But yeah, Arbiters in a PvZ. Very strange stuff. I feel like Stork is maybe the last Protoss player to make Arbiters in a PvZ that I saw on the channel too. So, yeah, this dude, for some reason, likes going Arbiters in this matchup. I mean, recalls are neat. Stasis, I guess. It's just the cloak potential is just not as big of a deal because Overlords are everywhere against Zerg anyway, and all the Corsairs are dead, so. Alright, sends his army up this left side. 170 total supply of them. Sunken's on the high ground, man. Just thinning out your ranks before you make it up to this position. This is not saved. If they focus that hatch, which they're gonna do, like, I don't care what else shows up. Let's focus the hatch. Never mind. Unfocusing the hatch. Nope, a couple of guys are hitting it. Whatever. Archon's inside your Dark Swarm. Zealot's inside your Dark Swarm. Lurkers are dying. Dragoons should be attacking that hatch instead of attacking stuff inside the swarm, you fools. Dragoons, get out of there. But yeah, hatch goes down. Humongous win for Stork. And just falls back. Yeah, I'll fight you outside of the Dark Swarm all you want, man. I am +2 Archoning my way to victory here. Archon, save us from the Adrenalings. And he does. He ends up getting 9 or 10 kills there. You know, the Lings have got 2 on upgrades now. They're not 0-0 Adrenalings anymore. They're doing fine. Okay, so it's 139 to 135 supply, 4 base to 4 base, 59 to 50 workers. 50 workers for the Protoss is going to be fine, ladies and gentlemen. I think Stork is in a fine and great position. That said, he just kind of, well, he did get up ramp with some zealots there. Dude, snipe the Defiler, snipe the Defiler, target the Defiler, target the Defiler, target the Defiler, target the Defiler, got the Defiler! Okay, man. Yeah, zealots fighting against lings. Not that many lings, right? They've got good upgrades. If it was cost for cost there, those zealots would have been obliterated. Gosh. Okay, only 3 kills, but I feel like that was a Defiler and a Lurker for that guy, so that's definitely worth. Action's retaking this top left base. I'm really surprised that Stork hasn't expanded recently. He's been on 4 bases for a couple minutes now, and he's really kept Action's attention up here in this top left corner, so taking a base down here would be great, and he is. There we go, cannoning up this high ground. Overlord scouting the whole darn thing, but Stork says, what if you can't be bothered to send an army down that way? That's a lot of zealots, man. Are we really just gonna... Okay. I was gonna say, that's not a great idea. Lings try to pop in. There's a DT somewhere around here, but there's also an Overlord. Yeah, this is getting shut down. This attempt to expand down this way is not even happening. Did they... Okay, were there supposed to be Archons in this mix? Not entirely sure. Overlord speed is a really good upgrade to have, ladies and gents. All right. Everything is looking okay on both sides. I mean, Action able to get his 5th base back up and rolling. He's able to deny Stork's attempt to get a 5th base of his own. So Action just kind of pulled back into equilibrium. Plague is on the way, though. Burrow coming in. Action's really late with some of these upgrades and tech choices today. And I don't know if that's going to bite him, because he is in a fine position here. 67 drones is great. It's a 4-basing Protoss, which is pretty scary. Plus, there's Reavers now. So it's just going to be tough from this point on to take the Protoss down. Reavers are going to be the answer to pretty much everything you're doing, unless you go Mass Mutalisk, in which case it's just too easy to deal with if you've got Archons and Psionic Storm and stuff. Metasynaptic Node on the way. I'm curious to see if the Arbiters are going to come into play here at all, because there is one in production. Another one. Plague! Ooh, a really big Plague there, catching like 12 Zealots. That was super nice. That was a great, great Plague there from Action. And he's like, yeah, come on down this way. After you've been plagued, we've got Lurkers. Oh, gosh. Yeah, the Plagued Zealots just evaporate. Plagued Archon isn't actually plagued at all, is he? Not really. Oh, but dies to Lurkers anyway. Oh, High Templar dying to Lurkers is bad. Oh, caught him. Tries to get his revenge. One storm, not enough to take down a Lurk, though. Oh, no. Okay, second storm enough to take down a Lurk. And Ob's providing a lot of value here. Zealot Archon is so good against your Lurkers, man. 10 kill Archon. Oh, not good enough. 2 Lurkers remain. Shut it down. Zerglings running into a meat grinder of death there. I mean, getting some hits off on the Archons is good. Actually, might kill this one. Nope, not enough to kill that one. They just have so much HP. Plague on the Dragoons. Nicely done. Chasing it down. Archon falling back. Falling back. The storms are good. 172 to 117 supply, though. Yeah, Action at 65 workers. The Macro Zerg is macroing, ladies and gentlemen. He's got drones down here, but not actually throwing up a hatch. I don't, like, maybe I can just win without expanding there. Look at this Archon benefiting from being inside the Dark Swarm against the Hydras. Not against the Lurkers, though. As that splash damage always comes through, and suddenly... Man, I don't know. I don't know if this is just a matter of Stork being unable to get a 5th base. He is going to sneak a little storm drop up to the top left. And, okay, some drones went down. I mean, 3 or 4 of them died. This is not a giant army. I'm relying too much on Dragoons, maybe. Where are the Reavers? The Reavers are here. Bring the Reavers back home. Defend the homeland. It's only at 109 supply, though. Yeah, I'm wondering, again, if this is just not Stork taking a couple bad engagements. Making too many Dragoons against a Hydra-Ling Lurker-style army here. Desperation DTs are in to clear stuff out. Gonna kill these Lurks. Killing the Defiler would be nice, too. Do you have any... Nice Plague. Did the Plague reveal the DTs? No. At least Not both of them. But one DT. No, it's not enough. Stork GG's out. And Action gets the win. Ah. Nice little back and forth, though. I gotta say. That was fantastic. That was a really, really, really good display of ZVP there from Action. Goodness gracious. All right. So that was a lot of fun. I mean, I'm still trying to figure it out. It felt pretty close, right? Stork kills this base, and Action's like, "Blah, no, that was not good." And Stork is on the cusp of winning the game, right? Effectively, he's just able to set it up here, and then he's pretty much in the lead, but then he can't because there's an Overlord here, Lurkers and Lings shutting that attempt down. Stork can't expand that direction, and then suddenly just doesn't have any army. And I guess he did try to make some ill-advised attacks up here where he just lost a bunch of stuff for nothing. The plagues were good. A relatively small Zerg army was able to defeat a fairly expensive Protoss army with Zealots and Archons coming down that way. And then, I mean, he is floating 800 minerals and 300 gas, and I'm not sure 800 minerals and 300 gas is enough to save the day here, you know. Don't ya know? So, very nicely done from Action. Dealt with a little bit of Zealot harass there. Spire stays alive. Storm Drop wasn't super effective. The Reavers just weren't in play here from Stork. I mean, he would have been great defending this base, but having no Reavers back home, I feel like 2 Reavers back here microed well, you know, combined with the other defenses that were available, would have maybe kept this base alive, but he only really kept the Reaver tech up at a base that never really was under attack. I think maybe Action recognized that and he shut it down. So, GG, man. Plus, he got the Plague and the Dark Swarm, right? He could have stuck on Hydra Muta forever, and he didn't. Let that be a lesson to every Zerg out there. 204,000 points, 185,000 points. Woo, outproduced 3-1, and only got killed on a 2-1 ratio. That is not ideal. 11-4 buildings raised. Action killed more Protoss buildings, obviously, and it did outspend the Protoss player by only about 4,000 resources, but in only about 25 minutes. That'll work. That'll work. So, GG, and that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw, what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.